With YouTube demonetizing independent media, please consider becoming a patron today for just $1 per month. Link below. Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Matt Jarbo, and man, look, I'm a fat dude. I'm a rotund American. You know what I mean? Like, I hate going on certain rides because I have to Winnie the Pooh myself into a seat. It happens, right? I don't make a big stink about it. I just kind of, subconsciously chalk it up to the fact that I really should not have those burritos and I should have more apples. Okay, but when I come across a story like this, I do get upset because it's ridiculous, it's redonkulous, it's stupid, and it just goes to show you that people don't take responsibility for their own health and their own bodies, and then also the private establishments of others. So it says here that a woman of size says she experienced discrimination because the Harry Potter ride seat was too small. Yes, it's designed for children or middle-aged women with cats, which she very well may be. I have no idea. Now, it says a self-identifying woman of size, Jana Schmieding, doesn't matter, we're going to call her Jana, says she experienced size-based discriminations at Universal Studios when she was told that she was too large to fit on the Harry Potter ride. Blogger Jana Schmieding kicked off the Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey ride at Universal Studios because she was kicked off the ride because she wasn't able to properly fit in the ride system seats. According to her, this was an act of size-based discriminations that aims to eliminate overweight people. Well, to be fair, heart disease will take care of that in the long run. Number one killer of people in this country. More people are obese than not. We got to get it under control for ourselves, right? I mean, get a Fitbit. I'm on Weight Watchers now. You gotta take the steps. Right? Any little thing to get healthier. I just want to start with that kind of PSA here. All right. Now, Jana, who hosts a podcast called Women of Size, so we can already kind of see where this is going, about the alleged discrimination against fat women's bodies, said that her friend informed her that she was also kicked off the ride because of her weight, saying, "Heads up, I was kicked off the Hogwarts ride because I didn't fit. It was humiliating, and they gave me front-of-the-line passes to the rest of the rides at Universal. Just be aware." Well, I mean, all things considered, you got booted off, and then you got front-of-the-line passes to the rest of the park. So, it ain't all that bad. They booted you off, and it wasn't like they're like, "Get out of the line, fatty. Go walk around a while, come back, try again." They didn't do none of that stuff. They said, "Sorry, ma'am. Our ride requirements, you are unfortunately not the right size. We are going to have to ask you to step off for compensation because we are truly sorry for how this affects you. Please accept these front-of-the-line passes to any other ride here at the park, courtesy of us." Again, so sorry. It's just the rules, and we have to follow them. I mean, this basically probably went just like that. Maybe not as cordial, but I've done this kind of job before. So she says here, even though the park treats overweight patrons with a front-of-the-line pass for any other ride in the park when such inconveniences arise, Jana contends that the size of the seats on the ride were designed by sizist-ass muggles looking to make overweight people disappear from society. I highly doubt that, because butterbeer is a thing. So, and muggles are just normal folk. The ride wasn't designed by he who will not be named. It wasn't operated by Death Eaters, and you clearly don't have a scar on your forehead and are not the chosen one. So please, get you. That's so stupid. Now, this is what she says here. She says, "Woof. I'd been investigating size-based discrimination for several months, interviewing and publishing conversations with women in my life who've experienced body shame, injustice, and inequity around their size, gender, race, and presence. Clearly, our world would prefer that women who look like the fat lady painting that guards Gryffindor Tower just disappear. Evanesco, the spell in Harry Potter that causes an object to animate or inanimate to vanish into a non-being, is not just fictional sorcery to women of size. It's a very real experience that we often shoulder so that sizist-ass muggles can sleep comfortably at night knowing that they'll never catch the fat we've been told we're spreading." Yeah, again, as a rotund American, you can kindly go F yourself. All right? We're the only ones here that are responsible for our own bodies. So if I'm going to go on somebody else's ride, You know what I mean? Like here's the thing: is I'm a big dude, so every time I get in the car with my friends, you know, that are skinnier than me, and we're all piling in a car. Guess who gets in the front seat? Me, because I'm the big one and I need more space. They take up less space, so I get the better, more comfortable seat because of my size. It's not really fair to my friends, even when I offer to sit in the back or even ride bitch. They always say, no, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. So they're doing that to be comfortable for me and to also make it so we can get to where we're going. It's part of compromising people's different body sizes. But when it comes to a private event, when a private company, a roller coaster, a ride at a theme park is designed by people and it's clearly product tested. May just be that, you know, you're just a bigger person. I mean, you got to go on an airplane, you got to buy 2 seats. It's unfortunate, but it's just a size requirement. And I hate riding on airplanes because I always feel like I'm crammed in there because, again, of my size. I slide right in, but it's a tight fit. And that's something I'm personally working on. I'm not going to run a podcast called Mundane Fat and be like, hey guys, I had these 28 burritos today and it was amazing stuff. You know, like I've gained like 5 pounds, but it's okay because it's going right to my ass. Like, that's not how this works. It's not. And fat acceptance and that stuff is bad. Because all it does is add to more obesity. But it's just, I've gone on about this many times before. Jana passionately argues that companies consciously make decisions to keep the public safe from fat people. I don't think that's true because they never stop you from ordering all the churros. I'm just saying, they don't stop you from going and eating when you're there. So if they're trying to make you safe from fat people, they're not doing it in the place where it charges the most money. You know, you pay your entry fee and then you go to you go to a restaurant and you eat there. It's not changing anything, right? It's not, that's not a thing. That doesn't exist, right? Like a unicorn, you know, just doesn't exist outside of North Korea. But a ride, there's safety precautions. There's other people's weight. There's the make sure that the ride won't malfunction, that other people won't die. There are elements at play in order to be safe for everyone. Because I'm just, you know what? And I love that I get to kind of toss this back in your face here. It's not about you. Yeah. Now it says, while safety is often the given reason that fat people are excluded, it's clear to us that companies are actually just keeping the general public safe from our fatness. Well, the general public doesn't want to die, I guess. Not that I feel that that would be the case. Not that I feel that this would be the outcome. Not that I feel that any of that would be what's going on here. But you never know. If it's a roller coaster and it goes off the hinges because there's a little bit too much extra weight or it's just not properly balanced, other people could die. I'm not saying it's happened. I don't know if it has. But these are precautions. And we find out that these theme parks, they've got a lot of insurance. They go through a lot of regulations in order to make, well, they used to not. They do more so now, to make sure that the rides are designed for the average person and that they're designed for people, you know, to go on there safely. If the Harry Potter ride is unfortunately too small for you and you are not allowed to ride on that ride, find out what the exact measurements are, the exact requirements are, and then set yourself up with the squad goal. Right? Make that would be, I'm just telling you, Janet, that would be a perfect thing for your blog, right? The journey was this Harry Potter and what was the name of this thing? It was Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. So the Forbidden Journey to Thinness. How about that? That's what you should call your blog or call your podcast. The Forbidden Journey to Thinness. All right. And you're the entire thing. And you could probably get a Patreon. You probably get a lot of people supporting you as you're like, my goal is to ride on that ride. So I'm cutting out carbs. I'm cutting out the butterbeer. I'm cutting out the Jelly Bellies. I'm whatever the candy was that they ate in the Hogwarts Express, right? I'm cutting all that out. I'm cutting all the empty calories. I'm cutting all the extra stuff. I'm eating nothing but fruits and vegetables, rotisserie chicken without the skin, riced cauliflower, drinking water. I'm walking at least 10,000 steps a day to get myself to a point where I can fit in that seat. And I'll tell you this. I will tell you this wholeheartedly. I've thought about doing something like that myself, is running a journey like that. And the reason why is because that brings more positivity into the world and shows people that it can be done, All you do, Jane, all you do with your Women in Size podcast is tell people that it's okay to not take responsibility for their body size. Not that all of us are the same. Not that all of us are ever going to be the same. Our genetic makeup is entirely different. Bodies are tall, thin, short, fat, beautiful, ugly. They're different. But that doesn't stop people from trying to find a healthy weight. And when you can't even sit on a Harry Potter ride at Universal Studios, you are not a healthy weight. You are not a healthy size. And that might be something you want to look at internally. And if people say, Matt, you're fat shaming her. No, I'm not. I'm a big guy. I've been big my whole life. My greatest fear is death from heart failure. One of the reasons why I quit smoking when I was 24 is because my father at the age of 43 had a quadruple bypass. That's my biggest fear. So I've taken steps, not all the best, but I've taken steps to look after myself, to be around, to live longer, for not only me, but for my daughter and my family. So no, I'm not fat shading Jana here. I'm not. I'm telling her that if she wants to be the positive change in the world, try it. It's a lot better than just sitting on the internet and bitching. And that's something I do know something about. But I do want to know your guys' thoughts on this one. Let me know in the comments below. Do you think that this is her response is justified? Do you think that that Universal Studios is just being like they're just body shaming her? They're being just the evil muggle shitlords that she's claiming that they are. What are your thoughts on this one? Let me know in the comments below. They should be fascinating. If you haven't already, please thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel, check back often for more content from me. If you want to support the channel, honestly, one of the best ways is Patreon, or you can just watch more videos. In fact, if you want to watch more, and I hope you do, you can do so right now.